The split identity of a Mexican American is something that's very unique to us, something that is often very hard for our parents to understand because it's something that they didn't have to go through. We have these strong family values, right? These strong cultural values where we're expected to be with them for the rest of our lives, right? To support them until old age, to be there for every party, be there for every event that we can be. And then at the same time, we have on the American culture where it's very individualistic and very diverse in the sense of expressiveness, in the sense of being who you are. And this is a very big contradiction that we have to live through and eventually come to terms with. And this dual identity can create an internal conflict in us that is very hard to overcome and to put the pieces together, right? And on top of that, we also have the pressure of being oftentimes, right, being the first to go to college, to start a career, to be successful, and to be an example for the rest of our family, right? And this pressure can build and build and build and turn into feelings of being a burden and the fear of disappointing our families, right? So it's important to realize that you're not alone in feeling these fears and this pressure and all these burdens of being part of two different cultures, right? One that's very, very, very strong and very family oriented, which is a Mexican culture, and then one that's very individualistic, which is the American culture. So it's two very big contradictions, right? Or one very big contradiction, sorry. On one hand, you have individualism, and then on the other, you have family values. So it's a tough place to be stuck in. And most of the time, when people come to me, they feel very lost and they feel very depressed and sad about feeling like they're not living up to their parents' expectations. And once we go through all the work, right, we do all the internal work, and um, they put it into words and they're able to express themselves how they actually feel. They find that this confusion is something that they've actually made worse by trying to put it off for as long as they can, right? The idea of them having to actually build a future for themselves based on what they want instead of what their parents or their family or what they see their friends doing. And oftentimes it doesn't turn into them becoming doctors or engineers, but it turns into them finding something that they have a passion for or they can see themselves doing on a day-to-day basis. And as those confusions start to lessen and become options in their life, they find that they are finally able to build a path for themselves to follow, and instantly their confidence in themselves goes up, their depression seems to lessen day by day, and they're finally able to find happiness in being around their family again. And to me, that's one of the most important parts that I do in helping people.